Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing really well. My name is Marty in case you are new here, and today we are back watching more Classic Who. If you didn't know, we've been watching Classic Who since the beginning of season 1. We also watched the unaired pilot as well. Unfortunately, since we've been watching season 1 and we then watched the film after that, since then William Russell, who played Ian, has actually passed away, unfortunately. I did a little tribute to him at the end of one of my videos for Modern Who, which didn't really seem fitting because he is a classic companion, but at the time that was the one I was putting out when he had passed, and I wanted to do my little tribute there as well. If you would like to check that out, that's over on the Devil's Cord reaction video that I did. The reason why it affected me so much is because William Russell was the person that inspired me to watch classic Doctor Who in the first place. But yeah, season 1 has been absolutely amazing. I have a lot more film for you guys and a lot more coming as well. I can only go as fast as I can go, but at least that way, if you'd like to see something that maybe isn't out on the YouTube channel, then it will be available on the Patreon page sooner rather than later as an uncut. 3 is going to be recut, and then there's going to be an episode 4 which is completely new. The episode shots of episode 3, which has been cut down, and then creates room for a 4th episode. I'm intrigued, to say the least. Editing Marty, quickly cutting in, just to let you know that parts 3 and 4 also include additional dialogue recorded by Carol Ann Ford and William Russell, because they recut the episode slightly, so look forward to that later in the video. I thought you'd like to see a little bit of the footage right now before we get into things.
One of the big studios, the new studios, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was there.
Go on living, fight the world we're in, make something of it.
So what we're doing today is we're trying to reconstruct as faithfully as possible.
Yeah, if you'd like to see the full uncut reactions to these episodes, then feel free to check them out over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. But without further ado, this is the Doctor Who storyline, Planet of Giants. By the way, you'll notice a bump in quality as well, because I noticed that the titles are slightly higher quality. See? Oh, it's been so long since I've heard these classic titles. Jumping back in with the Planet of Giants.
We're approaching a planet.
Ow!
What's the matter, my dear?
Scared myself.
What happened?
Oh, something overheating here. Susan, check the fault indicator, please.
I've never known the TARDIS to do that before. To burn people.
And I tried another frequency to sidestep the ship back into the middle of the 20th century.
The middle of the ship? Oh, they're going to the 20th century. Middle of the ship. Is that hand moved? Because it looks like it is. Oh no! Opening mid-flight.
Close the doors, please.
What do you mean, close the door?
It's also really strange seeing it slightly higher quality, because I'm used to have seen it not high quality so far. It's a close call, but what happened? Just a malfunction with the ship.
Just landing.
Look at that! The little model TARDIS pulling in. Love that.
Are you all right?
Oh, please don't bother me.
What happened just then? At least we seem to be all right.
Oh, don't be childish. They opened.
Yeah, but what happened? And did it cause any damage to the TARDIS?
But what does it mean? You can keep it a secret from us.
Can't you see?
No, we can't. That's just it.
Just about to materialize when the doors open and we hadn't properly adjusted.
You mean something went out of the ship?
No, that's impossible.
Something came in?
Oh, please, don't keep talking on the 20th century level. Neither of you can understand what I'm talking about. I can see that.
Oh, the time vortex coming in.
There isn't a fault anywhere, not even a yellow standby.
There must be something wrong, Susan. I shall have to check that fault indicator myself.
I do wish you wouldn't talk in riddles.
It's the original family.
I just know the most dangerous moment is at the point of materialization.
Well, happily no harm's been done. I'm so sorry. I always forget the niceties under pressure. Please forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
Reminds me of Edge of Destruction and Brink of Disaster. Doors open.
Oh, Susan, just turn on the scanner and let's try and see where we are.
Where are... What the hell?
Notice the way it blew out?
It was like an internal
Like
explosion.
from the inside.
It's something too big to explain. Yet I don't know. That can't be right.
What do we do now, Doctor?
Planet of Giants. That's really cool.
Oh, no, dear boy. No, it's most puzzling, of course. But now we don't know what's behind those doors.
Oh, we must go outside and look. You said it was quite safe.
Yes. But all of you, cautiously, please.
Be careful. The two Williams.
Doctor, what made the doors open before?
The space pressure was far too great whilst we're materializing.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's most puzzling. It's a big mystery, my boy.
Or if it's the Planet of Giants, maybe it wasn't a model that landed. Maybe that's meant to be the TARDIS. It's miniature.
Perhaps that was the only damage to the ship, Doctor. Overloading on the scanner circuits.
Yes, I suppose so. It could be. What a strange rock formation.
Two different types of rock. This is ordinary stone up here.
Right.
Down here seems to be quite different.
Is it rock?
Yes, that's cement.
Cement?
They look like pebbles of sand, don't they?
It's manufactured anyway.
The windows of the TARDIS look really weird. They're slanted.
Yes, all right, but stay within calling distance.
No, they are. They're open inwards.
Doctor, it's a huge snake.
No, it's a worm.
Yes,
I think.
It's there. The skin's interesting, isn't it?
Not a snake.
Doctor, are you sure it isn't just sleeping?
Oh, no. It's quite dead. No.
Warm, isn't it?
Look at this.
Yeah, well, are they going to be shrunk?
Ostrich?
They pills?
There are dozens of them over here. There's a whole pile of them.
Whoa, what are they meant to be?
Yes!
Oh my god. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, we're not going to get big spiders and stuff, are we? I know that's an ant, I think. I don't think it's dead.
It's dead, all right. It's a giant ant.
So this is the point when
It was trying to carry these eggs.
their budgets are slightly increased.
The worker ant would give his life rather than abandon the eggs, you know.
Couldn't have had much of a chance, could he? I mean, he must have died quickly.
But why? The heat?
These eggs scattered about. Other ants must have been frightened away.
From the TARDIS coming, probably.
What sort of a world could produce an insect
That big.
that size?
I know what it is. It's a huge earthworm.
Yay, it is a worm.
Decide on your planet.
You're right, there aren't.
Where? Came from your world?
It's like a maze, really, all these channels.
I keep forgetting he's not got his jacket. He's got that cape instead. The cloak.
No, I admit it's a bit haphazard, but it seems to have some kind of pattern about it. And this pattern suggests to me that there's a brain with a purpose behind it all.
Now, this is really baffling.
They are shrunken down.
But why put up a picture of it? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, Seed Company Limited, Norwich.
Norwich, that's
Oh wait, Norwich. It's Earth.
Norwich, that's England, isn't it? Norfolk.
Yes, it is. Susan, this means we're on Earth. Something very odd here.
Are they?
First those ants.
They're massive though. Or have they just been shrunk, but on Earth?
Suppose it couldn't be part of a crazy exhibition. You know, where everything had been increased in size.
It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
By a manufacturer.
Look out, mate!
It's a match.
Hey, look at the end of that.
Is it a burnt
It's all
match?
charred.
It's a matchstick.
Well, it certainly looks like one.
No, it doesn't look like one. It is a matchstick. Can't you see what's happened?
We've been shrunk. But why? How?
I'm going to have a look around the other side of this.
What is it? It's a hardy annual. Oh, it's like plants.
Look at this matchbox.
God, don't go in there and shut it. Never get out again.
Must be an exhibition, Susan. Something like the World's Fair.
I don't think it is.
Look at the scale of things.
You're wrong, Ian. Completely wrong.
What's your theory then?
Well, these things haven't been made bigger. We've been made smaller.
Yeah, so they have been made smaller.
Reduced roughly to the size of an inch.
Yay!
An inch?
I love it. They're both being told the same thing.
All of us and the ship.
Look at that! Yeah, so it isn't just a miniature, and that's how they show everything bigger. Whose house is that?
We must get hold of the others quickly and return to the TARDIS.
That's the danger Grandfather was afraid of when the doors opened.
It is like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids then, yeah.
The doors of TARDIS open. That means the space pressure forced us to reduce.
That's why they did that. Wait, why would it go dark? Thunder and lightning? Why would the light just turn off? Because it was a shadow. No! No. Who is that meant to be?
You?
No. No, he was in there.
Susan, what's the matter? It's running inside it! All right, Susan, it's all right.
How on earth are they gonna... Yeah. Oh, this is brilliant. How on earth are they gonna get out of this? It's just a guy. Any old guy.
We can climb this and see over the top. Oh, Barbara, I can't reach it.
Hello?
Well, it looks a tremendous distance to me. There's a house over there.
Yeah.
Did he have a matchbox?
How do I know?
I don't know how you know, but do you suppose he did?
I suppose so. You watch what you're doing, will you?
This is one of my favourites for a long time.
Gently. I know all this is a bit of a nightmare. Just got to get Ian back and then we can go back to the ship.
And then can you get us back to normal size?
Of course, yes, I'll try. There's always a chance.
I don't know how in science they're going to be able to get back to normal size, get back in the TARDIS and travel back through the time stream with it open to get it to reverse itself. giant cat. Oh no, it's going to frighten the hell out of him.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Mr. Forrester, isn't it? We spoke on the telephone.
I know him.
Yes, I got here as quickly as I could. I hope
Roger Rabbit. Who framed Roger
you
Rabbit?
do realize what's at stake here, Mr. Farrow. The early experiments were noted by the ministry, welcomed in fact. I've already geared factories to start pushing DN6.
I'm sorry about that, but I can't give you the approval that you want.
Spend more time on the
Well,
refining.
there's much more to it than that.
You want to go over the tests again.
You're not a scientist, are you? On the surface, the N6 appeared to have all the characteristics of a major breakthrough in the manufacture of insecticide.
No, not insecticide.
Particularly as my own minister was so enthusiastic. But the very exhaustive tests I have made show that DN6 is totally destructive.
Well, that was the idea, wasn't it?
Wait, is that why that ant died? The insecticide?
I shall have to make the heart packs to him very gentle.
You're aware, of course, that if it doesn't go into production, I shall be completely ruined.
Well, if you are so. Tough.
Surely we can work something out. There's a fortune to be made of.
I don't think I want to go on with this conversation.
Yeah, don't do it for just the money.
What happens now?
Well, officially, my holiday commenced yesterday. I have a small boat down in the harbour and I'm going to make a tour.
No, because if he goes with Ian...
I shall telephone my ministry and then post them my report.
Couldn't you leave it until you get back from your holiday?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Do you know why I'm a success, Mr. Farrow? Because I've never allowed the word can't to exist. There's always a way.
Not this time. This isn't business. This is science. The formula is unacceptable and I can't allow DN6 to go into production.
It's such a different storyline for Doctor Who.
Now I'll make that phone.
And have this as almost of I did not expect him to have a gun. Like a proper Bond villain type moment. Whoa. Okay. I also didn't expect to just die. Part of the DN6 thing. They've got to be careful then.
I think it's dead.
But it could still sting.
Now, what chance with human beings have I really wonder in a world of creatures like this be? Have a closer look.
Oh no, don't do that, because it might come back to life.
I think you're right, it is dead.
The same distinctive aroma.
Yes, I've noticed it on all the other dead things. Well, that must be what's killing them then.
I wonder what would want to kill off nature like this.
Humans. Just don't you get infected.
Whatever it is that's killing these things, could it kill us too?
Well,
Yeah.
we must presume that it can. So no eating or drinking until we've done our very best to find Ian,
Is that someone coming towards them?
It sounded more like an ancient cannon.
A gun. No, the guy shot him. Oh no. Does that mean Ian's going to be stuck there all the way across the garden? No. Is anybody out there? Watch out for the giant cat, Ian. Hopefully we get a bit of a focus on Ian.
I wonder what would have happened to us if any of those creatures had still been alive.
They might still be alive. There might still be some. Oh god. Oh, they're so cool. Horrible, but cool. And how they've done it as well. Yeah, this is amazing for Doctor Who.
He's over here.
Oh, not any further, please. I'm exhausted. It's taken us ages to get here.
What's that smell?
The
Cordite?
cat.
Gunpowder?
Oh god.
That would explain the explosion, and also the man. It's not far. Come on, I'll show you.
Unless they can bring it to justice by somehow making themselves bigger again. So they won't know who killed him.
There's nothing but death all around us.
Susan and I saw a great many huge dead ants.
Everything else is the same, Ian.
Yes, and we don't know what it was that killed them. It's fortunate for all of us that everything is dead.
No, the cat won't be though. Yeah. Oh, that would be terrifying. That was so good. I'm like a kid at Christmas. That was such a good episode. Part 1 of the storyline. Brilliant. The fact that we got to see the giant things, and I love Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That, watching that growing up and how I mad on it, and then also going to see the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, the ride in Disney. I loved it all. Hilariously now, Doctor Who is obviously now partly Disney as well, which is weird coincidence, but yeah. But I wonder if this storyline was inspired by something else that did similar sorts of things. I don't know where they would have inspired, because I'm thinking that Disney for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was probably inspired by whatever this was also inspired by, unless Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was actually inspired by this. You've got them shrunken in a garden. But when it said Planet of Giants, I did not expect it to be physically planet Earth and everyone was giant around them because they were shrunken. Like, didn't expect that at all. Oh, it's so good. The whole side plot of the insecticide thing makes sense now, but when I first saw it, I thought, oh, they're just giving us a little bit of a storyline as a side thing for the humans to have. But it actually does come into play for the episode. It's a very human problem. It's not them with aliens. It's not them with Doctor Who type stuff. Apart from them being shrunk, it's a very human thing, like a very normal thing. That there's this crime thing going on with an insecticide plot, and yeah, I love the idea of it, of them being shrunken down, and it's different for Doctor Who and quite innovative, I suppose. I think so anyway. Quite innovative with the way it's filmed. Probably isn't innovative, but for Doctor Who currently, for me, it feels quite innovative. And the fact that they had it layered as well, they had objects in the foreground that they could sit on or move and interact with, but then have this projected image or whatever it was showing the guy there was a very, very good touch. Anyway, so I think we should check out part 2 now. What do you guys think? Dangerous journey.
Don't move, any of you.
And whatever you do, don't look into the cat's eyes.
Cat's eyes. Does anybody remember that?
I think the cat's losing interest.
Don't relax. One swipe of its paw would smash us to pieces.
Okay, it has gone, which is good.
And you know how fast cats can move.
They could ride on the cat?
Could be mistaken for mice, and I don't fancy being part of the cat's diet.
Couldn't we make contact with the people here somehow?
No, I'm afraid not.
How on earth would they do
The
that?
question, my dear, how can we possibly communicate with them?
Imagine a record played at the wrong speed, Susan. We'd sound like a little squeak to them, and they'd sound like a low growl to us.
Exactly.
Anyway, even if we could communicate, what would they do to us?
Whether scientifically that is accurate or not, I don't know, with the sound waves being lower and higher, but I think it is.
People that live in this house are murderers. Or one of them is.
Well, no, it's someone who came to him, I presume.
Yes, what about that dead man? Oughtn't we to do something about it?
How?
I can't see any sign of that cat. How much safety that gives us.
Can hear something, but
I can see
there's
a
someone
huge leg
coming.
coming.
Yeah.
Run! Oh, Barbara.
No, Barbara, careful, careful, careful. Go, go, go.
Sorry.
It's all right, this way, quickly.
Don't get squished.
Father, they're almost
Oh,
there.
they're all right. It's a pity they didn't come this way, though.
Oh no, Ian, no, you're going to get caught again, both of you. That's going to be picked up.
Sure he's dead?
Of course I'm sure. You know he had a gun.
He didn't seem the sort of man who'd need one.
Pulled it out of his pocket and told me he was stealing the formula. I struggled with him. The gun must have been turned into his body. It went off.
You were the one that killed him? Yeesh.
I wouldn't try telling that story to the police. He'd been shot through the heart from some feet away.
You're very detached about it.
Well, what did you expect? Hysterics? I've seen more death than you can imagine. People dying of starvation all over the world. What puzzles me is how cool you are.
Because he killed him.
I don't feel guilty, if that's what you mean. I'm too busy working out what the implications are.
Can hear an aeroplane.
Taro was pushed onto me and he was a nuisance and a fool. Always checking every minor detail.
So he didn't like him either.
Sometimes 16 hours a day, every day on this experiment. You don't know anything. All you cared about is how much money you can make. Couldn't you have given him money, bought him off?
I know what you put into the experiment, but this doesn't mean the end of everything.
Of course it does. It's all finished.
Not necessarily.
They can do it together.
Pharaoh was going on a holiday. He has a boat.
Yes, I know.
You go
If
instead.
the police were to find an overturned boat and a body out at sea somewhere,
They would think it was
don't
natural.
worry. You can leave it all to me. I'll tow an outboard with me and come back in that. But you want something too, don't you? You want to see it finished. Be known as the inventor of it. If the truth came out about Pharaoh,
Told you. He's gonna try to twist it to implicate him as well.
Not if we can save people from dying of starvation. That's what I care about.
we'll move the body. As far as you're concerned, Pharaoh left here to go to his boat. I'll put his briefcase in the lab first.
No, 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 not even further away. Okay, it's only just in there, but still, that's a huge distance. I love that maybe they had markers to put the bag down and stuff. Probably didn't, but
We were lucky this case was full. Of all the places to pick, we had to choose one that was movable.
Have you any idea where we are?
a lab.
It's a ceiling up there. That means we're indoors and the doctor and Susan are outside.
Is there a cat flap? Because of the cat, they should be able to get through there.
I bumped my knee against a large piece of metal. Do you know what the metal was? It was a paper clip.
Oh,
Yes.
Do you think we could find some water? I wouldn't mind bathing my ankle for a bit.
I'll go and have a look over here.
oh God, don't get medical water. I want to know where the doctor and Susan went. They said in a pipe but obviously it wasn't a pipe. It was probably like a straw or something. Oh, it was in there. The detail.
Are you sure you saw one of them pick up the briefcase?
You gotta be careful, they don't fall through the grate.
Careful, Grandfather.
Careful, you'll fall through. You're not going to manage to go up there.
Awful smell of chemical in there. I wonder if that pipe extends into the room.
Yeah, but you can't climb up
You're
it.
climbing up the inside of it?
Yes. If you go in there, you'll see it's all corroded, so there's plenty of hand and footholds.
Oh, okay, yeah, but then you're going to get chemical over you.
That chemical smell means that it's germ-free.
Not necessarily. It could harm your skin.
No water there, Barbara, sorry.
I have a shocking bruise on my knee, though.
I wish you could do something to help you.
I'm still rooting for the day when they're together, if ever.
Sure?
Right. Let's try that way. You all right down there, Grandfather?
I'm all right, my dear.
They actually went up the inside of it. Hey, giant coffee beans. Look at that. Or nuts. I think coffee beans.
What do you suppose it is? Corn? Wheat?
Coffee.
Wait.
Oh, wheat. Is that what it's meant to be?
Still haven't thought of a way of getting out of this place.
Oh, yes, you're right. It is wheat.
Like barley or something.
Covered in some sticky stuff like toffee.
Look at this. A book of litmus papers. How often have I held a piece of litmus paper in my fingers? Realize what this place is?
Oh, it's some sort of laboratory.
I think it must explain those dead insects and things.
I was trying to figure out what the wheat with the sticky stuff on it
Oh, whatever killed those insects could easily kill us.
could do.
Doctor said something like that.
Well, don't touch anything, eh?
Oh, yeah, no, and then she's been touching that stuff. No! Did that have...
Look at the way these seeds are coated. They're obviously samples.
Please don't tell me that had insecticide and she's touched it.
Yes, I think they must be inventing a new insecticide. And they've sprayed these seeds with it. Anyway, you keep away from it.
Be careful. And you, Ian, stop.
Very distinctive smell, that's one good thing.
I think we should find the others and get back to the ship.
I've been racking my brains. I'm so high up here.
Of how to get down.
No, I haven't. I wish I had.
Is there anything leaning against the desk?
We can get back, you know.
Have faith.
Yes.
All we got to do is find a piece of string and get down to ground level.
Yeah,
The
there
string
you
would
go.
be too thick for us. What we really need is a reel of cotton. It's all so ridiculous, Ian.
We must concentrate on getting back. Just forget how absurd things are.
Get back in the TARDIS, and then you might be able to fix the size issue.
Hey, that briefcase.
Oh,
Find enough of those paper clips. We could string
that's what I
them.
was going to say. The paper clips, yeah.
Don't let's give up.
I'm not giving up.
Good.
You needed a lot of paper clips to get down.
We might find something in the briefcase which would tell us more about that stuff. That insecticide or whatever it is.
The other thing's much more important.
Oh, I hope she's going to be okay.
Right, Grandfather?
No, kind of. And surely they're touching the insecticide as well. How the hell are you going to jump up and down on it?
Well, it doesn't push
I
down.
love
that's
this. What is that?
All right.
Oh no, giant fly. Oh god, that's terrifying. Oh, he's done it. Oh no, please don't faint. Would the fly take her as food? Okay. What's that? Oh, it's them coming in.
You don't have to watch everything I do.
I shan't forget this, Smithers.
Forget all about it. Killing Pharaoh and whatever you do with the body, you'll rub it right out of your mind.
This must have been filmed near Heathrow or something. There's so many planes going over.
But if there's one chance in a million of the experiment going through, of making it work, then I must do it.
Practical.
I think you're going to probably do it, and then he's going to kill you.
It's very practical. Making me an accessory.
Making?
Yes, making.
You already are.
How much I put into it, what it meant to me. You knew I'd help you. That's why you took me out and showed me Pharaoh's body, wasn't it? You'd do anything to get what you want, wouldn't you?
Yep. Don't listen to him. He's just purposely trying to get you.
Grandfather? Grandfather?
Not being funny, but it's a bit... They never would have got up there. But this is really cool.
I think I heard some people talking just now.
Well, come to think of it, our voices sound rather odd.
They probably sound really squeaky.
It's all working like an echo chamber.
Oh, if it's working like an echo chamber, could they shout in the sync? And people would hear them that way.
You gave me the fright of my life when I saw you lying there.
Did you see it?
The fly, you mean? It flew off.
Just turned around and there it was. Its whole body was quivering.
It's probably scared.
It's dead.
Or
But you said it
infected.
flew away.
But it did, but it landed on those seeds. It died instantly.
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because she touched it as well. But then, so does that mean it doesn't affect humans? They too small for it to affect them.
Pretty lethal stuff. That fly must have died the moment it landed.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Barbara.
Ian! Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Where are you?
We're in the sink.
What was it you wanted to say to me?
Oh, that's not important now. If Susan's found a way in, that means we can all get out.
I know.
I just want them to be okay.
Why is her voice so loud?
I don't
Because
know.
of the sink, making it project more.
This sink acts as a sound box. It's increasing the volume of your voice. Voices are much too high. It's a different frequency altogether. Dog might be able to, perhaps, but...
Cat. Would the cat be able to hear them?
Doctor! Susan! We're up here!
Hello up there!
Uncanny good luck.
Watch out for the cat.
Climb down the plug chain to us.
About 30 feet or thereabouts.
Yes, I'll make it somehow.
Is that meant to be the cork for the sink? I love that. What's that noise? No, is he going to wash... Oh, I thought maybe he was going to have to wash that in the sink.
Let's go and get this muck off our hands.
Oh no, yeah.
There's a sink in the lab.
Oh no.
Someone's come back into that room.
All of you go. At least they're moving... I think they'd be moving a lot slower. That's meant to be it. That's meant to be what happened.
I died instantly the moment it landed on the seed.
Which you sprayed with DN6.
But this is wonderful. Think what would happen with locusts. DN6 will wipe them out.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I've seen the reports of every test you've made.
I can't see how Farrow hoped to get away with lying.
He had us over a barrel. He'd written a report.
He didn't want it to be used in mass, probably, for humans.
You say he'd written a report?
It's in his briefcase. It'll have to go to his head of department.
Don't take it. Ian and Barbara are probably hiding in there again. No, 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 no.
I can see him standing at the sink.
Oh no. And he's running the water.
He's turned the tap on.
Where are they? Hiding in where the plug chain goes. Yeah, I'm hoping they're hiding on that little bit above. Near where he is there. No. Really great episode. Really great episode. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with the two by the sink with the Doctor and Susan. I'm loving the way the story's going so far. This one was just like they were in peril because they were stuck. But like Barbara's touched the insecticide, so does that mean that she's going to be infected by it? Is she going to be okay? Is she just going to get a bit ill? Will it just not affect her? I don't know. Does that affect humans? Maybe it's in too small a dose that it wouldn't affect humans being shrunk down to that size. Maybe it just doesn't affect humans. But I'm wondering if the reason the guy didn't want it made in the first place was because he thought in high doses this could kill humans, so that's why he stopped it from being a thing. But they're still wanting it to go ahead because of how revolutionary it will be. It's really not, because it could be used as a deadly weapon, maybe. Then again, you could say the same thing with a lot of insecticide, pesticide type stuff, so I don't know. But it really, really intriguing episode, and I cannot wait to watch the next one. They recut episode 3 to have some extra footage, I think, and made it a part 4. So it's going to be interesting to see that one and how that plays out. Yeah, and it's different to what I thought, because I thought Planet of Giants would actually be a planet of giants. But no, it's just planet Earth, and they're shrunk. Back to the older, slightly less quality opening titles. Odd choice to use on the recut.
The Doctor and Susan are still in that sink, Barbara. And he's turned the tap on.
Da-da-da-da, crisis. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to get out of this. Oh, so they're in that, like I thought, they're in that, the overflow pipe, I think that's what it's called. Maybe? Oh, there doesn't look like there is one there. Maybe that's what that's supposed to be, but then they forgot that there isn't actually an overflow pipe.
Well, this first stays here. Yes, of course it'll come in here. Down the overflow pipe.
Yeah, it is the overflow pipe, yeah. Stop washing your hands.
Know anything about boats? The tide?
Tides? What are you talking about?
You can't just sail a boat out of harbour whenever you like.
Oh, Pharaoh's boat.
I want to get him aboard and out to sea without wasting time.
It's interesting seeing it recut with new audio.
I don't want to be dragged in any deeper.
Because they don't sound like them.
Move the body, you were involved. Pharaoh's report has to be altered. This body got rid of. You're going to help me.
How can you be so calm, as if nothing happened at all?
And they went from paperwork to the cloth. Wait, did someone insert that shot of their own cat for this? That wasn't in the episode.
Listen, have a look at this report.
I think that last one must have been the door closing.
So the cat might be there, though.
The doctor and Susan. They must have been drowned.
Well, they're not. They're in the overflow.
Let's
But
go and find out.
they don't know that, though. Well, we get 3D animations as well. Oh, cool. Oh, I did not know. What?
There's something in the sink.
It's the cat. It's trying to drink some water. What's the matter with it?
Head lolly on one side.
Yeah, oh, no, because the water had the...
It's dead, Barbara. Look at the angle of its jaw.
Oh my god.
It's turned underneath
Wait.
its body.
I'm going down.
Is Ian William Russell, like modern day William Russell, before he passed? It sounds like him, it's got the same intonations, but just older, because of the revoice.
I mean, that's it. What can we do?
Go on living. Like the world we're in. Make something of it.
Never give in, do you?
Only me.
Wouldn't be any different. Knew they'd be all right, Grandfather.
Wondering if that's Susan, modern day as well? This one's going to be a bit different to watch together, because it's a bit jumbled, so it's...
Getting it.
And these are additional shots, I think. These ones. Maybe they're not.
It will never stand up to a handwriting expert.
Once DN6 is on the market, Pharaoh will just be a man drowned at sea, his body never recovered.
That isn't going to work. Yeah, they're definitely inserted, because the layout on the table is completely different.
This laboratory and the sticky substance on the seed is the same sort of new insecticide.
Really good William Hartnell impression.
I've been playing the part of Doctor Who. Imagine that.
Would you like me to do it in that voice or in another voice?
It's more logical to assume that he was opposed to the use of the insecticide.
Stronger reason for murder.
And that, I think that is Susan Older.
But how could anyone invent something like this?
It could destroy worms. These creatures are vital to the planet.
Yeah, he can kill that, so he can kill anything.
An insecticide and put it on the market?
No.
Yeah, it is him.
And no government is going to allow a chemical like this to be sold. There's nothing we can do about it.
Aww. Sorry, I'm paying more attention in this episode to the voices than the story. It's just...
This isn't just a minor little tragedy. Some person has invented a way of destroying a planet.
Yep, kill off the birds, the bees, humans eventually with bigger doses.
Stand by and allow our whole planet to be emptied of life.
We're 1 inch high. Can we do like this?
Shout through this with the sink, like I said before.
Let us start from one basic premise. We will stop this chemical from being spread.
How, though? How are you going to do that? Change the chemical composition there? But they'll know.
The report is ready.
What are you doing now?
Pharaoh would have telephoned his department.
But you can't do that. You'll give yourself away. They'll know it isn't him speaking.
Was he going to imitate him? Hello? Well, he'd be like, I've got a bit of a cold.
London, yes.
Hello? Is Mr. Whitmore there, please? Arnold Pharaoh speaking.
Is she still listening into the conversation?
Sound like Mr. Farrow at all?
It's still her listening in. They know.
He's been on the phone before, and it didn't sound like him at all.
And that's a 3D recreation. I love that.
You listen too much on that thing.
He just looked at the camera.
But it isn't Mr. Farrow. I'd swear it isn't.
You should contact the police about it. Oh, wait, he is an officer, sorry. Oh, dear, I should have noticed it from his
Say
uniform.
the DN6, as they call it, is about 60% improvement on normal insecticides.
And it's bad.
Crossing over to France tonight. And I'll send in the report.
Oh, is he gonna maybe... I wondered if he was gonna knock him over the head or intersect or something.
Couldn't have been more successful.
A little bit of a rewound shot.
Don't see what can stop us.
Well, they can stop you. Don't know how, but...
Ian, it's a formula!
Oh, can they change the formula by a couple of letters or something?
A cure? What's the good of that? If we're going to do anything at all, we must stop it.
We should take a closer look at this oversized document.
Yes, it'd be like a huge advertising.
No, we shall have to make a map of this. I want you to call out to me what you see.
That's a really good idea. And yeah, 3D.
1, 2...
Clever that they've done this to fill it in.
The first part is CH and a little 2.
I wonder what it could be in full.
Colon.
It's like look and read. Let's match it up. The use of that shot, they blocked off the left-hand side and removed the person from it. Or froze the left-hand side, sorry.
O and H and a small E.
I don't know what any of these stand for, but...
A double line going up about 45 degrees.
Where is that woman?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that blessed thing.
Takes you out of it seeing a 3D shot suddenly, but it's fine. I can suspend belief.
Oh, Mr. Smithers then? Oh, I see. But I'm very busy here, you know. Yes. All right.
Yes, alright. Reminds me of Fawlty Towers. Huh?
I told you the other time it wasn't Mr. Farrow, and you wouldn't believe me.
There's just some tea, dear.
Oh no, that's going to get knocked over the machine.
The first time he spoke, he asked for a Whitehall number, but I heard him tell someone at the other end he was Mr. Farrow. His name is a Mr. Forrester.
Making it up.
Then they've got the same voice, that's all.
People do sound similar on the phone.
It was all muffled.
Drink your tea, dear.
I think you should get up there.
I wonder if he was driving that big American car that knocked me off my bike this morning.
Something's always been a bit odd at the farmhouse.
They're up to something.
Wouldn't mind having a look around there sometime.
Well, why don't you then?
Go up there, have a look.
Haven't got a reason, just a feeling anyway.
Don't just take it just as a feeling. Go.
Don't know what goes on. What do they do up there?
Go and have a look then.
This is the insecticide quite clearly. It's a bit rough, of course, but it tells us the story.
Isn't that phosphoric acid? This is mineral nitrate.
What would it be?
The inventor has made the insecticide everlasting.
Oh, great.
Get into the drinking water.
What about human beings?
Oh, and stay on your hand, yeah.
In quantity, of course, it's capable of killing human beings.
No.
Yes, if they drink and eat infected food and water.
Or if it's on your hand.
Yes, or even coming in contact with it.
Then why do we go on just sitting?
No, my dear Jane.
Yeah, you got to find a cure. Ian knows something's wrong.
I feel a bit giddier.
Tell them.
I think I must be hungry.
Boy, eating. We can't.
Well, the less we talk about food, the more I like it.
I just said unless you get some of the...
The tap is quite safe.
Yeah.
Well, no need for all of us to go.
In the kitchen, some of it would be fine.
You see, there's something over there that might be the solution.
Oh, what's that?
What is that?
A telephone, my dear.
Well, we've heard a lot of talk about sound frequencies changed through wires.
I don't think they would they? Interesting idea. Oh god, that's creepy. Oh, that was cool. I think that was, yeah, the footage of him, but with the CGI in front of him as a table.
I want DN6 pushed as hard as it'll go. What about the containers? Well, I've had a
What
very
about them?
attractive tin design, but we're waiting for a surefire brand name.
They're very crude bottles at the moment. Or tin, sorry, at the moment.
Oh, you've got it.
I have a feeling he's going to kill you or spray you with it.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to start getting overconfident. Oh, where is that woman?
She's not there.
If it's that rude man at the old farmhouse again, he'll have to wait.
I've got to say, they've done a really good job integrating everything.
How heavy is that receiver?
And push this underneath the receiver.
It's a cork.
There are lots more over there.
You all right?
Not feeling great, are we?
I've eaten for ages. I think that's what it must be. Don't make a fuss.
Speak to them.
Pass this up to Susan, and she can then pass it on up to me.
And keep an eye on Barbara.
Would you mind bringing another one of these, please?
Oh no. Yeah, Santa, something's wrong. Oh, she's going to collapse, isn't she?
Ah, thank you, my dear.
Okay, she's okay.
You look very tired.
Yes, I'm a bit.
Well, we can manage. You just sit down and rest for a while,
Right, you better all come up now.
Is it then getting the receiver off of the phone?
We three can manage, huh? Well, I don't think Barbara's quite up to it.
Oh, she's there.
Ah, good. We're going to try and lift this end, push this cork underneath.
That's a brilliant idea. I think Barbara's about to fall down. This is brilliant.
Come and answer this thing. It's driving me mad.
The old farmhouse again.
Hello, what do you want?
Hello? What number do you want?
Can you hear us? Police!
No, nothing at all.
She'll probably hear. Oh no.
I thought it was worth trying.
Well, we must try again.
If only could they not get back to the TARDIS, twizzle back through time or something, and then come back somehow? Oh,
You've been overdoing things.
please tell him.
I think I have.
I'll go and get you some water. It'll
Don't get the water.
What are you doing?
No, don't.
I want your handkerchief. I'll
No.
soak it in. What's the matter?
You can't have it. You mustn't touch it. No one must touch Barbara!
No. No, Barbara. I hope she's going to be okay.
Yeah, the same aroma. Insecticide. You didn't eat or drink anything.
But she touched it.
She got insecticide on her hand. She touched it.
Well, she never told me. I never saw her do this.
I got to find a cure now, though.
She did borrow my handkerchief.
Where were you then?
By that pile of seeds.
You see, she got it on her hands.
Why didn't she tell us?
You can help her, can't you, Doctor?
She also put it on his jacket in one of the other episodes as well. She touched his jacket.
Grandfather, we can do something, can't we?
I hope so. Okay, so that episode threw me a little bit. Loved it. Really loved the creative ways they had to come up with things. It still threw me when it went to 3D all of a sudden, and the voiceover bit threw me off at first because I was like, wait, this is just taking me out of the episode. So it took me a long time to figure out what was actually going on in the scenes, because it was a change. I was settled into the way it looked, and then all of a sudden it changed. I didn't think there was going to be major changes in this episode. I thought it was only in the next episode. So yeah, the recuts are done with voice actors and surviving cast members as well. That's so cool. I was listening going, I'm sure that's William Russell, and it is William Russell, and it's Susan as well.
It's quite a tricky thing to do, because we're not doing the whole script. We are just doing bits that go in and fit into the script.
You mean there's a telephone over there? I do.
It threw me off the way they'd sort of put it together, and they're using the 3D bits in there and stuff to portray the storyline like they wanted to for what they had and the technology they had for the time as well, and doing the voiceovers and stuff. It's a really good job. Some of the voices weren't perfect, like the two guys that were in it. They weren't too perfect, but still, it's wonderful that they even got back some of the other cast. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to check out part 4. There might be some stuff still from episode 3 that they've kind of split half and half, but we'll find out.
There's only one thing to do. Got to get her back to the ship.
I think she's coming round.
Oh, she's okay.
Yes, you got some of it on your hands, and you didn't tell us anything about it. It was very
Naughty.
No.
Careful, don't touch anybody.
At the moment, her protective cells are too small to cope with the molecules of poison in her bloodstream.
Oh, so when she's back to normal size, she'll be okay.
That dosage of insecticide will be 70 times less dangerous. Practically nothing at all.
Are you sure? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that maybe that would grow with her and be even worse.
A bit ropey. Could do with a glass of water.
Oh, that's going to be difficult.
We're going to take you back to the ship.
Just give me a minute.
It's a long way back to the ship.
You can get us back to normal size, can't you,
Oh,
Doctor?
yes, of course I can, dear boy, yes.
Hopefully.
Of course I can.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is you go back into the... I don't think the time stream was a part of it at this point, but reverse what you did before.
Farmhouse.
Oh, yes.
Staines Weekly Gazette.
They've left the phone off the hook. First they're impersonating people.
She just can't hear them.
Yes, I've sent Tom up with the groceries. Think they might be criminals?
Yeah, send the police up there. Phone off the hook like that, though, could be trouble.
I'll put the
Like-
tone on anyway. What is it?
Oh no, oh that's going to be terrible for them.
It's going right through my head.
Oh no, turn it off.
You come next.
Look at that.
Help the girls down!
I heard you.
All right, don't bellow, my boy. I think you'd better go first.
Still an amazing impersonator for him. Oh, and they're not on the phone now.
Pharaoh.
Oh, snap out of it. He approved DN6. As far as we know, he crossed over to France.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Surely someone would know.
You said Pharaoh was blackmailing you. You said he'd give us a negative report on DN6 unless you cut him in on a large share of the profit.
Cut him in? Oh, I've had people try it on.
Wanted it all for himself.
But 75%. I meant to frighten him off.
You still shot him.
We struggled and the gun went off.
Pharaoh was most meticulous. He queried every test. He was honest, Forrester. It simply wasn't in his character.
Why don't you stop torturing yourself? Stick to the story. Everything will be fine.
Will it though? Why do I get the feeling he's going to try and kill him off? In some ways, I hope the other guy hits him over the head, like I said. Oh god, those drips are going to be very loud. Wait, sorry, there's two phones. That's what I was confused about before. Yes, I forgot. They were with one phone, the other one was with the other phone.
I won't go any further.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yes, you're being stupid. Wasting time.
Yes, you're being stupid.
For the last time. No, I'm not important anymore.
No, you are.
What happened to us, Barbara? The amount I got on my hands would be just a tiny speck to a normal human being.
It should definitely have brought her levels up a little bit. Her voice.
Yes, I couldn't let it happen. Not if there was one chance in a million.
For heaven's sake, make her see how wrong she is.
It's our duty to stop the destruction of a whole planet.
But our immediate concern is you.
Are they not going to do anything about the murder, though? Hopefully they'll be able to save her first, and then come back to report the murder.
You're ill. You've got to let us take you back to the ship.
That's all that matters at the moment.
You could die. Doctor, make her see some sense.
There's nothing I can say, dear boy. Barbara's quite right.
Can't just leave her there, though.
We must find a way to stop them.
At least I hope she's going to be okay.
Now, Tom?
Love that. Little push through.
Tom cycled past the old farmhouse.
Out of his way, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit.
He saw a big American car in the driveway.
The American car that
Like the one that nearly ran you over.
ran you over, yeah.
Now, how do you know? Wouldn't mind having a chat with the driver.
Go down and see them then.
Still haven't replaced their receiver.
Could be danger.
Any other phones around here?
The one in the lab.
Oh, yes, there's one in the lab next to the sink.
Perhaps the phone's off the hook or something.
I'll go and see.
No. I thought so.
We'll cause trouble. Start a fire, my boy.
I said, didn't I? I said to set a fire to stop it from spreading anymore. Well, they've got the matches there, haven't they?
Yeah. If we could manage to start a fire, it would certainly attract people here. Yes.
Yep.
They'd find that man's body.
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking, what would they be able to do that would work? Oh, the Bunsen burner. Is that like a Bunsen burner?
That's it. If we could only turn it on.
You gotta be careful though, that's a massive flame. Yeah, it's like a Bunsen burner. Turn it on for the gas. Set it alight. Maybe if he goes to try and kill him, maybe they can do it to scare him.
What's the matter with the cat? It looks so strange.
The cat is dead, my sir. Uh-oh. No, look at that. That's so cool.
It's dead.
Get rid of it then. I wonder if it knocked the phone off when it jumped up.
Maybe.
He was perfectly all right this morning.
Ah.
You could see the two little... It was a good touch on there, though. You could see the little corks. You've got that stuff on your hands now.
Put these under the phone.
Yeah.
Why did you put these under the phone to stop me using it?
Oh, that's not important now.
Of course it's
Will you
important.
listen to me?
And if it could get... No, oh God. Was it on that cloth as well? Good little touches of adding these in.
Where's the next page? The results of the test. This wasn't written by a blackmailer.
Where are you going?
Oh, you've replaced your receiver now, have you, Mr. Smithers?
This isn't Mr. Smithers. The extension was left off. I'm sorry.
Is that Mr. Farrow?
Farrow? No.
Oh.
Oh, the other gentleman, I see. Only I've a call for Mr. Farrow.
Just a minute.
Oh, he must have gone out. Sorry.
You ought to be doing this, Hilda.
Farrow here?
It's the same man. I've got a London call for you.
It's making it up.
Yes, all right.
Very good work. And put him through instead.
They do sound alike, I must say that. Perhaps I had better go up there.
I'm sorry. London has broken the connection.
Beautiful. Well played.
Well,
I better go up there and have a look. Hello, what's all this then? He's going to get rid of the other guy in the meantime, I think. Yeah, is that meant to be like a Bunsen burner, I think? It's a full plank of wood, that is. I love that he's had to... It's probably heavy anyway, but he's had to probably act like it's light but heavy as hell.
What we're going to do is run at the side of it.
Like using a battering ram.
I think that's got it in about the right angle.
Yeah, because that's going to set alight the entire thing.
It's just melting this tin.
No. I've had a good look at this. This is pressurized. It's a spray kind.
Oh, God. They're doing it to a flammable
Explodes.
thing. Yeah, it's going to explode.
When it does, it'll go off just like
Like a bomb.
a 1,000-pound bomb.
Yeah. Look behind you, sir.
Killed everything.
Oh, even the plants.
I've put Farrow's body in the boot of my car.
Oh, great.
Wait until it's dark and then put him on his boat.
You knew all the time, didn't you? The formula went wrong somewhere. Farrow found out.
Too strong, too powerful.
It kills everything, even
humans, potentially.
poison people. Farrow
Yep.
told you, didn't he?
But he didn't care, he just wanted to get it out there to make money. Or to use it as a weapon.
More force, more grip.
Doctor, have you ever tried to lift one of these?
You try and do it.
Charge!
Gotta be careful though. There you go. Oh my god.
Turn it down a bit!
There'll be a big blowback with that because if the gas is already coming out, do it quick, because if you're not quick enough, look at that. Oh, okay, it's okay. Now run.
I had too much money sunk into it. I had to kill him. Once I'd started, I had to see it through.
Oh god, quickly now. Go, 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 run.
Can't be long now.
Doctor, get behind. Hopefully that does that before the other guy gets shot. Yeah, it's the insecticide. I thought so.
When that thing explodes, there'll be metal flying all over the place.
It'll be just like that air raid, Grandfather.
The cans aren't very good quality either.
You'll cooperate.
Oh god.
Forrester,
Oh god.
think what you're doing. DN6 is more deadly than radiation.
Oh god. Oh, it hit him right in the face. Police got there just in time. Will they find the...
What are you doing? That thing's covered with poison.
Yeah, but why?
What do you want it for? You'll be surprised. Go on, be done.
Why? Oh, to create an antidote, maybe?
Now I have some questions that need answering. And turn that gas off, you'll kill a lot of us.
How strange.
How's it going, Doctor?
Slow but sure.
Get carried along on the cat. I still love the little toy. Oh god, is she gonna be okay?
Doctor, how much longer do we have to wait?
Just a minute, Chesterton.
Is it getting worse?
I know.
Still brilliant impersonator.
That seems to be working now. But getting us back to full size means moving the TARDIS in space and time. I had to repair it.
How did you repair it, though?
Got to repeat exactly what the things that happened to us.
Moving into the space-time continuum.
Yeah, is he using... Oh my god, look, they got the timer and everything. And it's the space-time continuum, as I said. Yeah, I was right. I wasn't sure if they'd have that as like a thing in this. Well, it didn't do that back then, did it?
Doctor, I think it's working.
Yeah, and that would then, bring him back to normal size.
Yes. I think it's working, my boy.
Look at that sea.
Well, how? Why? Surely the seed should stay the same size. That's so strange.
We've done it. Yes.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
Why
I don't.
The seeds stay the same or grow larger.
Yeah.
Insecticide in Barbara. Its molecules are stable.
I don't like the resolution of that. That it's cool. It's teeny weeny.
Look, you see? It hasn't vanished at all.
God, so they were even smaller than that. And he said that, what were they, half an inch or something before? They were a lot less than that.
I'm so thirsty. There you are, drink that. I had no idea water could taste so good.
You haven't drank in a long time.
Thank you, Doctor. Not at all, my dear boy. Well, I'm happy to say our plan worked.
Can you get us back to normal?
There's your answer, my dear.
We already are back to normal.
We are back to normal.
Yep.
Completely, my dear. Dear, now is that irritating?
Screen's back. Broken again.
Now look at it, I can't see a thing. I think we're beginning to materialize.
Nope. Where?
Perhaps I shall know now where we are.
Or is that where it's going to end? Ah, I love that. That was good. Oh, so John Guila was Doctor Who himself. Yeah, Susan Foreman was still Caroline Ford. Ian Chesterton was still William Russell. Barbara Wright was Catherine Mount. Forrester was Toby Haddock. Smithers was Paul Jones. The Hilda was Patricia Merrick. And Bert was Steve Johnson. New audio recorded and mixed by Glenn Keels at Summerhouse Studio. CGI and special effects by Stuart Palmer.
It was a very talky one anyway, wasn't
Very
it?
talky.
Lots and lots of dialogue and not much action.
I mean, you can't do much more when you're going up and down a sink.
All 4 episodes were recorded and edited. Episode 4 was called The Urge to Live. Unfortunately, Donald Wilson, who was head of serials at the BBC in the early 1960s, actually lost The Urge to Live when he was watching it and decided that it should be cut down to 3 episodes rather than 4.
In the Doctor's voice, yes, well, I'll try my very best, dear boy. When the thing went well, he was always more...
I'm doing it, I'm brilliant, I'm wonderful, aren't I?
I'm doing it. We're lifting! Oh, I've got it.
I was more impressed with them, really, because it's like meeting the Beatles.
Its molecules are stable.
So Barbara's going to get better.
Still be working on Doctor Who.
Well, guys, that was it. That was the entire story of Planet of Giants. Oh my god, that was so good. So good. Probably, I think that has got to be, of classic stories, probably one of my favourite stories, maybe even my favourite story, aside from, like I've said, the very first episode of The Edge of Destruction or Brink of Disaster. I can never remember which one comes first, but the first part of that is my favourite by far for any of them so far. And then the second one, it was okay. But yeah, the first part was really, really good. I just didn't like how they resolved the story. It didn't work for me. Yeah, absolutely perfect. And do you know what I really, really love? The fact that it wasn't just the original episodes we got to see, which were a really great story and different. It was something different, and I really enjoyed that. And great set design there as well. But we also had some really lovely redone cameo appearances of Carol Ann Ford and William Russell as well. Well, I say redone cameos, but you know what I mean, like voiceovers. We got them revoiced for those two characters, and that was so good. So I'm so glad we got to see Ian and Susan back again in some way. From the start of it, I wasn't entirely sure what was going to go on because there was the whole murder plot, and I was thinking, is that going to resolve well? What's going to happen with that? Ian was trapped at the time and then got taken away because he was in the matchbox and he got taken away. And then we had so many different points in there where you think, oh my god, what's going to happen? There's the cat. Is the cat going to get them? I thought maybe they were going to take the cat to get across the gun, cling on to his paw or something. The cat probably would have swiped at them, so probably not, as they mentioned about the cat swiping. I thought maybe they would get in through a cat flap or something. Maybe that's too simple. Maybe they needed something different, some other way of doing it, because then they wouldn't have been on the table. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm going to include some of the behind the scenes of them doing the voiceovers as well at the end here, just because we had to see Carol Ann Ford and William Russell playing themselves again. But other than saying that I really loved the storyline, I wasn't too happy with them, the way they resolved the murder storyline. They didn't really do too much, but they got the police there because of the whole we'll leave the phone slightly off the hook. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you're doing very well, having a lovely day. Don't forget, if you want to see the full uncut reactions to any of these episodes, you can see them over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. But for me, that is all for today, guys. I believe next time we do a follow-up storyline, the next ones we have, and this is going to be interesting, the next storyline we have is the Dalek invasion of Earth. And if you guys know anything about that, then you'll also know there's a film of that, My Plan, and I believe it only covers that storyline and it doesn't cover anything else around that time. But my plan is to watch the Dalek Invasion Earth film as well on the channel, like I did previously with the other film. I'm still not sure yet when I'm going to put that out, if I'm going to put it out at the end of season 2 so that we get a whole season and then the film like we did with season 1. We did season 1 and then the film that correlates to the Dalek storyline, or if I do this storyline, Dalek Invasion Earth, and then the film before we get back into the rescue, the Romans, and the Web Planet. I don't know yet, and obviously the other storylines after that. But I cannot wait, and also I know that there is new CGI work done on the Dalek Invasion of Earth, but I'm not going to be watching those versions. I'm going to be watching the originals as much as possible throughout these. I'm going to try and watch the originals. The only reason why I watched the recut version of episode 3 this time on this story instead of the original 3, which I do have a copy of as well, is because if I then went into episode 4, some parts were taken, broken apart and placed into 4 and 3. The storyline was kind of stretched over another episode with extra content put in between. If I'd done that, I might have seen some repeating stuff, or I might have not quite understood what it was they were trying to go for. So yeah, that is why I watched these as the recuts instead, because that way you got an extra part of the story. And yes, whilst the last 2 parts weren't amazing, they still portrayed it well, and when you got into it you kind of just suspended your belief for what Doctor Who has been like for the episodes. And it's still very jarring, but you mostly got used to it. So yeah. Hope you guys have really enjoyed this though. Don't forget, if you want to check out the full uncut reactions, you can see them on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. Hope you guys can join me next time for some more classic Who. It won't be the next video, but I mean the next time we do some classics. Hopefully you can join us for those as well. And yeah, next time will be the Dalek invasion of Earth. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an amazing day, whatever you're going to be doing. And if you do like this kind of thing, by the way, consider clicking the like button and subscribe.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh no, he's here again. I hope you guys are doing really well, and I hope you have an amazing day, whatever you're going to be doing. And I'll see you guys next time in time and space in our TARDIS.
Do not forget to click below to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burra, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tilly Chum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim McKay, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Supro, Naja and Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, Robert Williams, Steve Webster, Amanda, Lipaz, Jamie Dodds, King, Happy Go Lucky, Caitlin, Analytical Guy, Maria Torres, Cliff Adams, Jonathan, Dirk, Annie Bonds, Crystal Appleby, Scorpius, Monica Murphy, Sebastian St-Ange, Varga, Leslie McKittrick, Nick Stark, Number 1 Carez, Jen, Biff McKeldin, Birgit, Stephanie Collins, Emily, Ken Duncan, Max, Helena Klitsch, Amy Quattlebaum, and Rye Levi. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching guys, and see you next time.